we've got a wide choice of local estate agents to use in my area of operation. A wide choice, but the standard of service differs greatly between estate agents, and it's that frustration knowing that we try to do our very best. We're not perfect by any means, but we try to do our very best, and that's from myself right the way down to the boy that makes the cup of tea, which is probably me actually thinking about it, but that sort of follows right the way through. Subscribing to Referenceline means that I can set myself away from the rest of the pack. It gives me an opportunity to say, I'm not like those agents. It's estate agency laid bare, really. There's almost there's no hiding place. You're as good as the last reference that comes in. So in that respect, I think that this particular scheme should raise the bar of estate agency generally. I mean, it's at the moment, I think it's some way in the bottom league, and I think hopefully if other agents subscribe to the scheme with Referenceline, we're going to find that those agents will set themselves aside from their competitors in the area, and so it will roll on, I hope.
So it's like a way of word of mouth in the area? Well,
most of our business is by recommendation anyway, and has been for the last 10-11 years, from day one. There was an old, one of the locals said to me, the school gates talk. So notwithstanding that fact, which I probably realised anyway, I decided to work with it, and the benefits have been fantastic, So we've been recommended, and many people have come back to us, and we give sellers not a hard time, but we're business-like with buyers. But many of those buyers come back as sellers later on and recommend us. So I think we're doing something right, that's for sure. But the Referenceline and the material on it now gives us an opportunity to say, look, this is what we're doing and this is how we're doing it. It's, as I said earlier, it's a estate agency laid bare. There's no hiding place to fall back on. Having said that, if we get any negative responses, I haven't had too many at the moment. We've had some fairly constructive views, but I haven't had any too negative responses. Then we turn that hopefully into a positive and try and correct our mistakes if we can. So again, if we can't, then we're going to have to look closely at what we've done. So that's the way we've been operating.
And you've been with Referenceline for a long time, so you've got a nice...
Well, I think we rolled it out in 2009, and I liked it. It took me a little while to think about it, I have to say, because I think any agent considering this needs to bear in mind or take great thought in terms of the operation that he's working with and his staff, because the staff are an extremely important aspect of this. We're exposing ourselves to our potential marketplace, and I use that from the point of contact at the kitchen table when I'm valuing properties, when I'm having a chat in the front lounge of clients' houses, right the way through to the point we hand the keys over to clients that are purchasing from us and have indeed sold through us as well. So and we've had that experience for the last 2 or 3 months now, and it's been quite a positive one. In fact, actually the staff have warmed to it greatly. It keeps them on their toes as well. All of us really. We have to think about things moving forward on a day-to-day basis. And I do believe, having raised the level initially, the standard, I think we've raised our standard since we've been with Referenceline as well. It's helped us focus on the areas that are important. In some respects, we're an agency that's too busy being busy and not really promoting ourselves properly, and I think this is one way to deliver that to the people that count.